The BRICS group had a meeting of its principal negotiators, known as Sherpas and Sous-Sherpas, in Moscow from January 30th to February 2nd, 2024. This was the inaugural meeting under Russia's BRICS chairmanship for the year and also included representatives of the new BRICS members, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. These negotiators, or Sherpas, named after Nepalese mountain guides who clear paths to peaks, are responsible for ironing out details before significant discussions take place. Since the beginning of this year, Saudi Arabia has officially joined the BRICS group. However, there is still some uncertainty as their final status during the days of the meeting has not been confirmed, leading to the absence of their Sherpas from the event. Despite public statements, it appears that internal discussions in Riyadh have led to a small delay in their full participation. According to an unidentified Saudi official who spoke to Reuters, Saudi Arabia is still considering whether to accept last year's invitation to join the BRICS bloc. This comment followed South African Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor's statement on February the 1st that Saudi Arabia had formally agreed to join BRICS as a full member. But in addition to this, the minister also said that Russia, which will chair BRICS in 2024, has received written requests from 34 other countries expressing their interest in becoming members. This Moscow meeting was significant as it was the first official BRICS meeting where Egypt and Ethiopia participated as member states. This simultaneous inclusion is noteworthy considering the recent conflicts between these two nations. A prime source of contention has been Ethiopia's construction of the massive Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam on the Nile River, which Egypt fears could severely reduce its downstream water access. The countries have yet to reach a satisfactory agreement on how the dam will be operated. More recently, Ethiopia signed a port development deal with the autonomous region of Somaliland, located in northern Somalia along the Red Sea coast. Egypt expressed concern about this agreement potentially enabling stronger Ethiopian naval capabilities in waters essential to Egyptian maritime security. With Egypt and Ethiopia now sitting together under the BRICS umbrella, the bloc represents an important venue where their differences could potentially be overcome in the name of mutual development. However, bridging the rift will not be easy given the complex issues of national pride and resources at stake. Still, the expansion of BRICS to include diverse new members from the Middle East and Africa reflects its growing geopolitical significance. The broader Emerging Economy Alliance has an opportunity to foster improved relations between feuding states within its ranks. This could in turn increase stability and prosperity across the global south. The Nile Dam dispute and regional maritime security concerns will likely arise during future BRICS discussions on politics, economics, and sustainable development matters. How Egypt and Ethiopia engage with one another in this cooperative setting will indicate whether expanded BRICS membership can indeed help build bridges. We had talked about this situation in another video a few months ago. You can find the link in the description if you feel like looking into it further. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister and BRICS Russia's Sherpa, Sergei Ryabkov, chaired the sessions where Russian ministers outlined priorities for Russia's 2024 BRICS chairmanship. They highlighted the implementation of Russian initiatives such as an integrated early warning system for infectious disease risks, a BRICS Industrial Competence Center through UNIDO, a BRICS Medical Association and Journal. More than 20 meetings will focus on healthcare, and enhanced cooperation in tourism and transport. In the latter area, the BRICS Standing Committee on Transport remains crucial, as we have covered extensively in this video of ours that we highly recommend you to watch. Find the link in the description. The Sherpas also continued discussions on implementing instructions from the previous BRICS summit in Johannesburg, such as determining modalities for the new BRICS partner states category and increasing the role of national currencies in BRICS cross-border transactions. All reaffirmed their commitment to constructive work across the three pillars of BRICS cooperation: politics and security, economy and finance, and culture and humanitarian ties. South Africa's Sherpa, Professor Anil Sukal, congratulated Russia and welcomed the historic expansion of BRICS. He noted the increased global interest in BRICS membership, calling it a vote of confidence. South Africa promised full support for Russia's presidency and priorities. The UAE's representative highlighted their nation's strengths in renewable energy, space technology, and sustainable urban development, and offered the UAE's position as a trade gateway between BRICS and the Middle East Africa. Egypt noted its long-standing interest in BRICS and pledged active engagement. Ethiopia outlined establishment of National Committee to integrate into BRICS and identified priorities like economic partnership, multilateral reform, sectoral cooperation, and respect for BRICS principles. India's delegate welcomed the expansion as a stronger global South voice, but cautioned that BRICS institutions must be built on consensus. India suggested several initiatives like digital public goods and traditional medicine repositories. Iran's representative celebrated the admission as a new official member, offering full cooperation and suggesting progress on financial and banking initiatives. China's Sherpa proposed full integration of new members into BRICS complex structure, upholding BRICS principles like openness and true multilateralism, deepening practical cooperation and strengthening BRICS mechanisms by determining the new partner country model. The Brazilian side said the addition of 5 new members to the BRICS should strengthen alliances by enhancing economic, financial, and technological connections. Brazil is eager to facilitate their assimilation into BRICS processes by providing continued support. This growth is perceived as a move to strengthen the role of BRICS as a crucial platform for collaboration in the Global South, with the goal of advancing its mission of reforming global governance. In his concluding remarks, Russia's Sherpa Sergei Ryabkov thanked the delegates for their constructive and forward-looking comments. He acknowledged the challenging task of integrating new members but expressed confidence in achieving progress under Russia chairmanship towards an expanded BRICS. The 3-day Moscow meeting covered economic, political, security, cultural, and humanitarian issues within BRICS cooperation. It aimed to build consensus and make progress on initiatives from the previous Johannesburg summit. The delegates reaffirmed their commitment to revitalizing multilateralism and reforming global governance to give the Global South more voice. The next milestone will be the 16th BRICS Summit in Kazan, Russia, in October 2024. The comprehensive 3-day meeting yielded positive and productive outcomes, as detailed in the briefing documents. The first day was dedicated to sessions on economic and financial cooperation, with a particular emphasis on the new development bank, local currencies, and digital payment systems. These discussions aimed to strengthen the role of national currencies and payment systems in facilitating cross-border transactions within BRICS nations. Crucial reminder: please be wary of unfounded assertions regarding a common BRICS currency. As it stands, this topic isn't on the agenda, and it's uncertain whether it even features in the thoughts of the leaders. The second day covered politics, security, space, and parliamentary engagement. Humanitarian cooperation in healthcare, sports, academia, and more was discussed on the final day. In 2024, Russia is stepping up its game in the digital world during its BRICS leadership. Russia is putting a big emphasis on digital tech and IT infrastructure. And this is not a full stop. Russia has got her sights set on teaming up for projects in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and digital sovereignty. Cool stuff, right? This corresponds with the collective's wider aim of creating a separate digital ecosystem that offers an alternative to the Western monopoly over internet infrastructure, platforms, and data circulation. Minimizing dependence on major technology companies such as Google, Facebook, and Amazon is vital for enabling the BRICS nations and Global South to assert more control over their digital domains. The documents from Moscow's recent AI Journey conference show Russia aims to put digital and tech firmly on the BRICS agenda this year. President Vladimir Putin argues that national approaches to managing AI's opportunities and risks should be aligned among member states. This requests detailed discussion within BRICS on establishing shared values and safeguards. Cooperation on digital infrastructure development is also vital. Plans for an independent BRICS communication system and payment services will allow member nations to retain more control over their data and online activities. Collaborating on next-generation IT solutions tailored to their needs can accelerate economic modernization. We have already discussed these topics in several of our previous videos. I strongly recommend you to watch them to gain comprehensive insights into these emerging trends. You will find the links down in the description. Crucially, Russia envisions the fruits of BRICS technology cooperation being shared far beyond the core membership. The new China BRICS Innovation Hub welcomes broader developing world participation, and Russia will seek expanded dialogue on international AI ethics and governance during its leadership term. The inclusion of the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Iran into BRICS marks a thrilling development, bringing fresh expertise in technology and digital governance. This move promises to boost BRICS' efforts in tackling cybercrime and enhancing digital sovereignty, especially under the current Russia's 2024 chairmanship. It signals a shift towards a more collaborative and diverse digital future, potentially challenging the Western-dominated tech landscape by fostering innovation and opportunities across multiple regions. The outcomes of the meeting reveal BRICS' dynamic ambition to bolster multilateralism and transform global governance, thereby empowering the Global South with more influence. The bloc is enthusiastically marching forward, united by common objectives as they eagerly anticipate their next summit in the vibrant Russian city of Kazan. At the end of our exploration of the recent BRICS Association Sherpas meeting, we hope you found our insights into the crucial discussions that will shape the BRICS agenda in 2024 interesting. We finally have some great news. The official website for the BRICS 2024 summit is now up and running. The site brics-russia2024.ru serves as a comprehensive resource for all summit-related details. Although it is not yet full of information at the moment, we assure you that it will soon become an invaluable repository of knowledge related to this important event. For your convenience, we have included the link in the description below. We invite you to visit it in the coming weeks. If this glimpse of global diplomacy has piqued your interest, we would appreciate if you could like our content and subscribe to our channel. Your active participation is indeed our most valuable source of motivation. Stay connected with us on social media for real-time updates and more behind-the-scenes peeks into BRICS news. And if you are hungry for more insights, our playlist is rich with content that delves deeper into the intricacies of international diplomacy. Thank you for joining us today. Keep exploring with us and don't miss our next video where we will uncover more secrets of global cooperation. See you there!